To I'm going to play Frank's trailer first. Actually, I think that's what I'm going to do, just to tell you a little bit about him before he comes in the room, so bear with me.
I feel I just fell in love with you like a song on the radio. Ooh, baby, I don't want that same cold loving that I had before. Are you different? You taste different. You feel different. It seems different. I think I'm in love. I feel I need you to breathe. I feel I need you to breathe. I feel I need you to breathe. If the love is pure, if the love is pure, baby. Should we take some more? Should we take some more? Ooh. If the love is pure, if the love is pure, babe. Should we take some more? Should we take some more? I feel I need you to
Here we go. Hey Frank, good evening to you. Thank you for your patience. My God, you checked in at 7:30. You're still smiling. You're looking fantastic tonight. Like Peaky Blinders.
That guy, true. He could sing, right?
He could sing. He can handle anything. He can. He really, really can. Yeah, he was. You enjoyed that then, yeah? What are you drinking tonight?
Oh, an after bottle waiting for you.
I know. Cheers.
Cheers.
To you. Now, Frank Guy. Wow. So, let's just talk a little bit about who you are and how you've managed to reach our virtual stage tonight. Now, Frank, I've known your sister since I was about 6 years old, right?
Okay.
You know Claudette Charles, innit?
Yeah.
Right. So Claudette Charles used to go to my primary school, and Janet and your sister Janet and Claudette Charles were actually. Isn't Edith in the room? Isn't it? Edith is her sister, isn't it?
Right.
Oh my God, the world is too small. I can't cope with this, you know. This is so beautiful. Anyway, we're going back a bit, right? So your sister Janet, I've known since I was really, really young, but I didn't know you because obviously you're a bit older, and I think you was at Grove. We were in Paddington, so something like that. But your father and my mum are really good friends in Dominica.
I remember me picking you up in the hotel.
Right. The world's too small, right? Because my mum's living out there. She's by herself, and sometimes when she needs, you know, like an extra pair of hands, or she needs to have something transported. Because your dad used to drive a truck, didn't he? One of those pickup truck things. And
he's too old now.
Bless him. Yeah, but bless him. But I remember I was in Dominica one time, and then I was staying at the Fort Young Hotel just for a few days and staying in family some other time, myself and my sister Lynn. And he said, I'm going to send Mr. Prosper to pick you up from Fort Young and bring you down. Okay then. So then this truck, you know, arrives, and who's in the truck? Yeah,
me and my son.
You're selling yourself your son. I'm like thinking, how does this even happen? So, you know, obviously I know you know Steve Moyes and all of them. You're a whole heap of people we know. You're related to, you know, Stanley and Leonard, bless him, rest in
Yeah.
peace. Sharon and all of Sharon was in my class at school.
Okay.
So we've got a lot of history together in terms of our background. And
Yeah.
I know you've been listening for a little while. You said you haven't missed hardly any of these shows. You're listening in your own time. I thank you for that.
Yeah, yeah.
It was lovely to have you reach out and say you'd love to be a guest. I'm honoured to have you here tonight.
Thank you.
I know how busy you are. You're actually a playwright, aren't you, now?
Yeah.
You-
I mean, I
you were-
used it, the lockdown, I used it to hone my writing skills.
Good for
And
you.
I got lucky. I was being mentored by
Right.
Oscar-winning writer
Right. Wow.
at the British Film Institute. I got
Right.
really lucky, and I honed my writing skills, and I entered a competition for new writers, solo theatre, and I won the competition. And by
Fantastic.
winning the competition, it opened so many
Many
doors
doors.
as a new writer.
Yeah.
It's a bit like, you know, when you have the Mobos and you got the unsigned artists.
Yeah.
Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Sort of thing. And
Fantastic.
it opened so many doors, and within 2 weeks, I was commissioned to do some piece of writing.
Yeah.
And
Right
and-
place, right time.
yeah, it's just snowballed. It's snowballed so much. And
Yeah.
I've got another mentor now, a guy called Jamie Roberts.
Right.
He recently done a documentary on ITV on the Maxwells
Right. Okay.
and on the
Wow. The Maxwell Brothers.
on
No,
the
that's a newspaper, isn't it? Is it the
newspaper
Maxwell?
guy, yeah.
That's
And-
it. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and also the Manchester bombing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I've got together with him now, and I've put 2 ideas to him, which he loves, and he's sent it up to Netflix. So we're waiting to hear from Netflix whether Netflix is going to accept the 2 ideas.
Commission it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
keep us
snowballed. I mean,
informed.
yeah, but I mean, a lot of people complain about the lockdown, but I just used it because it gives
Creatively.
you tunnel vision, doesn't it?
It
not
does,
having-
and sometimes we think we haven't got time to do things, and we've got nothing
Yeah.
but time. So it's really good when you're using it creatively. You know,
Yeah,
it really,
yeah,
really is
yeah.
good.
I got really lucky over the lockdown, so lucky.
Yeah, fantastic. So, because you actually have done broadcasting yourself, haven't you? Would you like to
Yeah,
tell us a little bit about that?
I used to do the BBC used to have this platform where they put radio stations, had a prison radio station, so prisoners in all prisons across London can tune in to the prison
Okay.
radio station, but it was broadcast from the BBC
See,
in London,
wow, yes,
and through their televisions there was a channel which they can listen to radio.
okay,
So they invited us to the BBC just to talk to the prisoners about stuff, what it's like, you know, getting jobs, getting opportunities
Yeah.
in the arts. And for us, it was a great learning curve, you know, because
Right.
you got to go in a BBC studio and learn all these skills, you know.
yes.
And I was
How
able
long
to
was that for? How long were you with the BBC?
About a year. About a year.
Fantastic.
But it's
Wow.
it's not published to the public,
Oh,
so
It's
so
specific
not
to the yeah.
'cause it's
But
not-
it's excellent
basically
experience to be in the studio and have all these buttons.
Yeah,
and-
it was great because I got to meet so many, you know, learn so many skills.
I
And
bet.
it's quite
Yeah.
ironic because when I was a kid, my mum worked at BBC.
Yes, you told me. Yeah,
And she used to
fantastic.
take me every evening to go and help her. You know,
Yeah.
she's an office cleaner. So, you
Right.
know, when people like Terry Wogan and all these people doing all their shows, my mum would clean their offices.
Yes.
Well, when I say my mum, I would do the cleaning. She'd be on the phone to Dominica.
Too
You know what I mean?
funny.
Getting them free calls from the BBC, you know what I mean? That's kind of, they're all dead now, aren't they? All the people, my mum, the people don't
Oh,
know.
bless. I do.
So
Bless you.
she'd be on the phone with her feet up on Terry Wogan's chair.
That's before
bringing
all the cameras, right?
Dominica. I'll be emptying all the dustbins.
Oh my God, that's just too funny. Oh,
Yeah.
bless you. But to think that you'd end up working there at some stage later
Yeah,
on is just
quite ironic.
amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, it'd
Yeah.
be funny, my mum was still working there, innit? I was in the show, she'd have to empty my dustbin.
Yeah, bless you. Because I know that you have quite an active group on Facebook. Would you like to say what it's called?
Oh, it's the group I've got. It's just a memories group of All Saints Road.
Absolutely.
people-
And where is All Saints Road, and what is it synonymous with?
It's synonymous for the fight for racial equality with the famous mangrove charm, which
Absolutely.
we've seen on TV with Steve McQueen the other day.
Mhm.
It was a community hub, place
Yes.
of safety,
Yes.
where in the 70s, black guys couldn't go many places, especially in West End.
Yes.
One or two could get into a club.
Yes.
So it's very hard for a black guy who's working to actually have a clubbing social life, unlike now.
Absolutely.
So,
Yes.
but All Saints Road was a place that was open 24 hours, and we just felt safe there.
24 hours was it?
Yeah,
Oh.
it never stopped. The gambling never stopped. The shebeen never stopped. I
mean,
the clubs in West End used to shut at 3:00 because
yeah.
of the drinks license. You couldn't sell alcohol after 3:00. This was
Yeah.
before '82, I think, before it all changed.
Okay.
And so
Yeah.
people from West End used to come to All Saints Road after 3:00 because they could buy a drink at 4:00 in the morning, 5:00 in the morning. So that's why it became such a popular place.
I
You could
see.
always
I
get
bet.
a drink at the time of the night.
Yeah. You just got your cousin join the room, Danny Rowley.
Okay. Hello, Dan.
Bless you. Barrington was in there earlier. I don't know if you saw him. We've got Trilla Jenner. Cool. But I mean, TruSoul is now in the room watching you. And we got Lyndon Wissert, who's actually on Ultravision TV with me. He deals with all the sort of like diabetes. He's written a book on diabetes. It's affecting a lot of people now. Actually, he's actually quite a good person to be in touch with. And we've got Kenny Grooves also is one of your relatives. So it's
DJ too.
a nice little Paddington thing. We've got George Lascaris in the room. You know Bobby Lascaris and them, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, it's lovely. It's really lovely when everybody comes together like this. Sandra Martin, good evening to you, sweetie. Is she saying it's your nephew?
That's my aunt.
Wow. Sandra Martin from Gogglebox.
Yeah.
I'm not coping. I'm just not coping. This is beautiful. Hey, Sandra. How you doing? Bless you. Pauline Graham says, do your thing, Scully. Looks like you got a little bit of a fan club in there. Sorry, it's getting a bit hot in there. And you used to be in a sound as well, didn't you?
Yeah, in the 70s when I made the crossover from Harrow Road
you don't look old enough, mate. I bet you did the sound in the 70s. Were you 10 or something?
I made the crossover very early because I used to work in a record store on Portobello.
Oh, did ya?
Yeah, outside the Black People's Information Centre every Saturday.
What was the name of that one? That's not Dub Vendor.
It was a stall. It didn't have a name.
A stall. Oh, I see.
Record
Not
store.
the shop. Not the shop.
It was
Yeah.
outside the Black People's Information Centre. And there was a kid from my school who used to come there every Saturday and listen to the records and buy a few. And we became really close friends. And one day he said to me, "Let's start a sound system." And I said, "All right then." I thought to myself, yeah, I suppose I'm a bit of a catch for anyone wanting to start a sound system working on
right.
So
Hello.
They can get free records, isn't it? So I said to him, yeah, let's start a sound system. So in the back of his garden, we started this sound system. Went over to, Labrador was full of building sites at that time, so you could easily go over to a building site and nick a bit of wood.
Right.
So a bit of wood.
Remember, all that corrugated iron.
Yeah, so we started this sound system, and we called it Jamaestro.
Okay, Jar Maestro.
Yeah.
Did you have locks? Did you have locks back in the day? Where did Jar come from?
Everyone called everything was Jar.
It's true. Jar Shaka, Jar this, Jar that.
It's true. The influence of Rasta. Coming in. And we built this sound system with a little amp. Yeah. And our residence was in Paris Square. This have a wooden hut, and every Friday night we're playing this wooden hut. And let me kid you, that place got so packed. Anybody who's on there, they will tell you, it got so hot and sweaty in there. All the teenagers from West London, Labrador would come to this on a Friday to listen to us play this sound system. And it got too out of hand, and the council said that for safety reasons and all that, they would let us play in Tabernacle. So we became the first sound system to play in Tabernacle.
That's still going now, isn't it? I hope it survives the COVID, because that place is nice. Yeah. My brother-in-law used to. Do you know Cameron Peer? He used to play with. Yeah, he's my brother-in-law. And he used to play with Courtney Pine, the saxophonist, and they've played in there many times. Who?
Courtney Pine.
Is he? He went to my primary. You must go to your secondary school then.
Yeah, secondary. Yeah. So So yeah, that's how we started playing in Tabernacle from about 1976, 76,
Jeez.
77.
Shoo.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was the best teenage disco.
Yeah, I bet.
I think it was the only teenage disco at the time. You
Yeah.
know, for teenagers.
Well, you've come on tonight to share your a little bit about yourself. You very kindly shared me that lovely trailer, which I will hold on to forever. And you know, you've told us a bit about yourself and what you're doing and all of that. But you wanted to share your musical ear tonight, didn't you?
Oh yes, definitely, man.
And you've chosen a few classics there.
Yeah, because I've got a big record collection and it's gathering dust.
Yeah, you went up into the attic, didn't you, for me?
Yeah, so I might
he
have to put it on
videoed
eBay.
himself looking for his vinyl. I was like, he said, "Claude, I don't even know where to start because he's got so much music." But would you like to introduce your first one to your audience tonight?
Yeah, my first one. It's a record that always brings me to a nice place because
Yeah.
when I first heard it, I was in a dark place.
Oh,
and
okay.
it made me get up
Lifted
and
you up.
dance.
Okay.
You know, and
Yeah.
it was Greg Edwards in the middle of the night, Radio London or one of them stations. I heard it in the middle of the night, about 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I just got up and started dancing. You know, I think and
It
just the
uplifted
words.
you from the space that you were in.
Yeah, just the words.
Yeah.
It's called Lonely Disco Dancer.
All right, let's
The
do
song
this one.
by Dee Bridgewater. And
Yes.
Dee Bridgewater is a fabulous jazz singer.
Yeah.
But she made this soul song, one of the
Mhm.
few soul songs she made. It's just a great tune. And
It really is.
I don't hear it much. I know the connoisseurs in the house know about Dee Bridgewater, but
Yeah.
I don't hear this tune much. And,
Yeah.
when I hear it, it
The
brings-
classics can't be put down, can they?
Nah,
And you can it doesn't matter how many decades go past, they sound just as fresh.
Yeah.
When you
And
chose this one, I thought, wow,
and this goes back to
this is about 20.
1980. And I must
Yeah.
say thank you for the girl that brought it to me because where I was, I couldn't buy records. But
Okay.
I wrote her a letter and she brought it to me. And she came
Right.
to see me. Her name is Joy
Okay.
Richards. Thank you, Joy, for getting me
Joy.
that tune. That
Bless you. Bless you. So this was an uplifting record for you at a time that you was in a dark place. It means a lot
Yeah.
to you. I love this track. It's a classic. Let's go. Lonely Disco Dancer by Dee Bridgewater. We've got Delroy P, who's just joined the room from formerly on Lightning Radio. He's starting up a brand new radio station called Cruise. Do check it out. Welcome, hon.
Let me hear the music. Play for me the songs of my life. I don't want to be here all alone. All alone. Dancing. Everybody's dancing. Here I am just all by myself. Now it's so hard for me to go on. To go on. Lonely disco dancer, dancer. Ooh. 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 Lovers, you and I were lovers. Who could ever tear us apart? You were mine from the start. Now you're gone. Now you're gone. Feelings. Everyone has feelings.
We can hear you singing, Frank.
Am I just a dance on my days, or will I
Sing away, darling. If it means that much to you, do it. Don't worry about it.
I'm in mute.
I was doing that earlier too.
Lonely disco dancer, dancer, ooh. Lonely disco dancer, dancer, ooh. Lonely disco dancer, dancer,
My girl Aletha, I see you, darling.
disco dancer,
Welcome.
ooh.
She's my kid's godmother. And one of my best friends. Simone as well was in the room. Beautiful.
Lonely disco dancer, dancer, ooh. 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 Disco dancer,
I see you, Luca. I think the last I saw you was about 7. How you doing?
I'm good, yeah.
Oh my, you got all deep voice and everything. What's going on there? How tall are you now?
Like 5'6".
Tall as me.
Oh my gosh. Your face hasn't changed though. You still look about 6.
Yeah, I'm not big.
Bless you. How old are you now, did you say?
I'm 14.
14. Oh,
15 in July.
bless you. Lovely to see.
Remember her?
15 when?
July.
Do you remember it was in Dominica?
July.
We went to pick up somebody at the hotel and took them home.
He probably was only a baby. He was only a baby,
He
probably.
was only 8 at the time.
Yeah, exactly. Bless him. Oh, that's so lovely. I really, really like that song, and thank you for reminding me about it. Because there's some songs they're always there in the back of your head, but you just don't hear it. And it's nice to go to the back of the crate and get it out. You know what I mean? See you, Lucas. Take care. Look after yourself. Bless you. Bless you. So, Frank, you've got another song, haven't you? That you've got another 3 songs at least. Do you
Yeah.
want to introduce your next song and tell me why you chose it, please?
This one, I think, it's just we all love in it. Sometimes you get in a relationship and you sort of love in different ways. You know, somebody's way of loving might be different, and another person's way of loving might be different. You know,
Yes.
somebody, their loving there might be no words from them, but their action speaks louder than words. And there's somebody, their
Absolutely.
way of loving, it's all words, but there's no action.
Yeah.
You know, and I just think sometimes you meet with people and it's just a one-way love affair, you know, and you get in that relationship, but it's just one way. You're just loving one way and they're loving one way. And sometimes it works. You know, you're yin and you're yang. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
sometimes you can be in a relationship for like 5, 6, 7 years, and I just think just like you're loving, but you're not loving in the right way. And
Yeah.
this song just reminds me of that. You know, sometimes I just want to be single, man. You know what I mean? Because it's just
Yeah.
like it's just like a
Sometimes it's
one,
too complicated, right?
yeah, it's just like a one-way love affair. And this is another song I don't hear often, and I think it's a great song.
Yeah.
And I go out to a lot of rare group parties, and I think, oh man, they're gonna play my song, Sedan, some of these songs. It's a song I never hear, and it's such
Yeah.
a classic to me.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
one in my selection. That's
It
Gathering
is.
Dust. So I'd
Yeah.
like to share it with share it with your people tonight.
And you know, funny enough, we're on the same page because I must have we've been converting. Ryvan's been converting. I'm not allowed to actually use vinyl, right? So he's been converting some vinyl for me from the Lovers Rock collection and stuff like that. And it just made me kind of think of that kind of era. And funny enough, I actually only bought this track. It's an MP3. This is not on vinyl.
Right.
But I actually bought this track about a month before you asked me to put it in the folder for you.
Okay.
So it's really, really weird because it's one. I'm looking back. I'm kind of mixing the current with the nostalgic tracks, and there's just some that stand out, and this has always stood out for me as well. So I'm going to try not to sing all over the track and mash it up.
I'm going to mute myself because I know I'm going to sing.
Well, do you think if I mute myself, I'll probably forget to unmute myself? So I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to just have to hold it in a bit. But if you know the songs to this, you guys in the room, sing with us, because this one, if you was raving back in the day, you would be familiar with this. Aletha, I know you know this one. Aletha, my girlfriend, right? She knows every word to all of them kind of tracks there. She's just her collection.
Well, let's see if she knows.
All right, so this is One Way Love Affair by Mark Sedane. What's the volume like on this one?
She's saying nothing so many ways. You're going through the motions a day, pretending that you're happy, just you and I. You can't have the truth, 'cause leaving's in your eyes. One-way love affair, but I'm the one who cares, baby. Ooh. One-way love affair, but I'm the one who cares. It's just a game, but my imagination got me.
You know what we do when it's nice, we play it twice. The love in the room's mad.
So many ways. You're going through the motions the day, pretending that you're happy, just you and I. You can't have the truth, 'cause leaving's in your eyes. One-way love affair, but I'm the one who cares, baby. Ooh. One-way love affair, but I'm the one who cares. It's just a game, but my imagination got me. Don't spare my feelings, treat me like a fool. You're cheating and you're stealing, you're breaking all the rules. I took my chance on love, pain has begun. There ain't no guarantee when you try to love as one. One-way love, yeah. But I'm the one who cares, baby. Ooh. One-way love affair, but I'm the one who cares.
Gonna play this one to the paper.
through the mall
Hope you don't mind.
for days, pretending to be happy, just you and I. But you can't have the truth, 'cause believing's in your eyes, and it's just a game of my imagination. Got to me. It's a one-way love affair. You're going through the motions. Can't you see what you're doing? Why you wanna do it? Can't you see what you're doing to me? I need you,
Ouch.
Come on, man, that's a classic.
Fire.
Why don't we
fire,
hear
fire.
tunes like that when we go out?
Frank, listen.
Hear the music,
When
man.
the lockdown is over, it's just about looking for a venue, and then we play ourselves, innit? Yeah, simple as that. You know what I mean? Don't have to be a big thing, but it's like the music. Come on now, that one there. It doesn't resonate with me in terms of like experience or anything. It's, to me, it resonates as an era. Them days there, I'm talking about Oasis and them, you know, them back then.
Proper two
And,
steps.
oh, come on now. Oh my gosh. I was so engrossed. I was kind of not putting all the comments up so you could see the response. I was trying to do this with TruSoul, but it wouldn't kick in, but it's kicking in now. Do you know what I mean? But it's like Pure Fire, Signs and stuff like that. They love
Bad
it.
tune, man.
They love it, those who know. And I will do, Kenny. I see you, darling. Lorraine, I see you, baby. We used to work together. Bless you. Lorraine and I used to work in just off of Baker Street. We're both hairdressers, so it's lovely to see you in the room. Alexandra, darling, good to see you. Hey, we've got Sherry in the room. Hey, she's got her own line of skincare products, and we're going to be working together a bit later on. And she's actually the relative of my kid's godmother, who's in the room as well. It's beautiful vibes tonight. Lovely company tonight. Michelle Williams, we see you. Don Carlos, he's the DJ, and he's saying this big tune, so you had that endorsed. All right. Patricia Bailey from Strictly Sophisticated event. She brings artists over alongside her.
She knows her music then.
Yeah, and Courtney Marston. They bring the two of them. They run. I think there's a third person as well, but I don't know the third person's name yet. But they basically run something called Street Sophisticated. They bring artists over and they have a bit of a shindig afterwards. It's all very, very classy. And yeah, she's endorsing it as well. So there's some good vibes in the room. Some good positive feedback as well. Yeah. All right then. So, what else have we got up our sleeve tonight, please?
The third one is sung by a guy called Tashan, who, when he came out with his first album, which was a fantastic album, they were touting him as the new Marvin Gaye. That's how talented he was. And I don't think he's ever reached the heights of that first album, Tashan. And I mean, there's many tracks on there you can pick. I could have picked any track from that album. And again, he's an artist which I don't hear a lot of people playing when I listen to shows. Yeah. And this one, again, is about relationships, having the right attitude. And it's a great song. Great singer, great voice, great production. And I love it. And it's an album that I'll never sell. I'll sell some of my albums. Tashan, you got the right attitude.
Some of these albums are going for some cool now, innit? I shouldn't say cool, so I say money, innit? They're going for some big money now, aren't they? So you better hold on to that. You better insure it as well. So, okay, Tashan on this one, you've got the right attitude. And actually, to be honest with you, right, we can't go through what we've been through over the last year, if you like, yeah? and come up with the same attitude. Yeah. So anybody who's walking around with bad vibes, you're lost really, because this is a time for us to kind of realize how precious life is. I'm sure everybody knows somebody who's been affected by either an illness or COVID or something recently, going way before their time. I lost a dear friend only last week. His name is Derek Sims, and my friend Carol, we did our hairdressing training together when I was in my teens, and I've known her partner Derek from I was in my late teens, early 20s, and he passed away the day after his 60th birthday last week, and it's painful. So this one about the right attitude, I swear it's like, if anybody's going on with stuff and they're conniving stuff and thinking of anything negative and thinking how to get someone, how to pull someone down, come on man, get the right attitude. Learn from what we've all been through. We are one. There's enough people against us just because of this. All right, we got to come together, and you know what, we have everything we need between us in terms of skills and what have you, and we're going to have to support each other. We're going to have to come out of this better than we went in. So listen to the lyrics on this one as well as the beat. Frank, listen, you need to come back, mate. All right, so Got the Right Attitude by Tashan.
You've got the right attitude.
You got the right attitude, Frank. I've always liked your vibe.
You've got the right attitude. It makes me so happy.
Makes me so happy, baby.
Twinkle, twinkle on the star, just like magic, there you are. With a love made just for me, you fulfill my destiny. Ever since you came in my light seems to shine so bright. There's nothing we can't do, 'cause I feel so at ease with you. There's nothing we can't do, girl, 'cause I can't keep my hands off you. And that's why you say you've got the right attitude. When it comes to loving me, it makes me so happy to know our love